So the next thing we're going to do is get the meat out of the coconut. And I'm going to put that also in my blender. This is where I use my coconut tool. So I want to get to a point where you can see what I'm doing here. Between the shell and the meat is this line. All I'm going to do is take this really terrific tool, hope you can see it, and I'm going to go in between and just wiggle it in there a little bit. Takes a little strength, and then just give a little flick with my hand, and like away from you, away. So I stick it in a little bit, and you know, some coconuts really are easier than others. That's the truth of it. And I don't try to get it out in one piece because I don't want one piece in my blender. But this is probably a large size if you don't have a Vitamix. And even with a Vitamix, I'll cut this in half. Now on the back, you see the brown here, but it's not black, by the way. If it's moldy, it'll be black and it'll smell not so good. But it's soft. This isn't that's not the shell. It's just part of the coconut. And what I'm just going to do is just take my knife and cut it into 2 or 3 pieces. Boom. So that's what it looks like inside. You can see the shell. And I'm just going to go around the rest of the coconut. And I was going to cut it, but you see how easy this comes out? You know, for time's sake, so you're not watching me do the whole coconut and getting bored to tears. But I really want you to see how long it takes and how easy it is. So I'm just getting these chunks, sticking them in. Again, I hope you can see that. I don't want to make it so you can't see it. And with the tool, really, it makes quick work of it. A knife, I think, would be very dangerous. It doesn't bend. Runaway coconut. It doesn't bend, and you know, you can really hurt yourself. So please, if you do this, it's well worth the investment. There you go. Got a coconut piece. And I just have the center left. So that's the center left. And I'm just going to take this, and I'll probably get that out in one piece, just to, hopefully in one piece. I'll just get underneath it. Stick it underneath. But you see, because it's bent, okay? Because it's bent, it follows the shape of the coconut. And you can see how soft this is. I mean, I'm just cutting it easily with a knife. There we go. And then I do the other half. Now I'm going to have to probably step away from my video. What I'm going to do is go over to my sink, which is just here to my left. And I'm going to cover the coconut just to above it with water. There we go. See? I just covered the coconut with water. I'm going to pause this because what I'm going to do is put a lid on it and take it over to my Vitamix, which is over there behind me, and I'm going to process it for about 15 seconds. Okay, so I just took it behind me and I processed it in my Vitamix, and it's just all creamed together with the water that I used to cover it. The other thing I'm going to use is a bowl to catch the liquid, which is your coconut milk. And I use a flour sack towel, and you can use an undershirt, anything clean, an old sheet, an old cloth diaper, whatever, as long as it's clean. And the reason I use this instead of cheesecloth is because you can only use the cheesecloth once, then you have to throw it out. And this you can use over and over again. So let me just rinse my hands real quick. And I just take the whole thing and I just dump it right into the cloth. Now, let me show you what that looks like. It's thick. It's got the coconut in it. Can you see that? Okay. When I do this, and I'm not explaining every step, it takes me about 2 minutes to make coconut milk. I'm going to gather the cloth, because what we're doing is we're straining out the fiber that's left over. And I'm going to pick this up so you can see. See that coming out? Just give it a light squeeze. That's the coconut milk. I mean, that's it. And I'll show it to you because I'll pour it into a big thing. And I just squeeze out, just like if you've watched the video where I make the almond milk. From here on, it's really just the same process. I just, with clean hands, am squeezing out all the liquid I can, you know, from the fiber that's left. little bit of work. I'm not going to say it's not, but my gosh, is it worth it. So that's it. We're done. I'm going to open this up for you so you can see what's left. Hopefully I won't dump it all over the camera. Okay. Whoop. All right, can you see that? Get nice and close. That's the flour that's left from the coconut. I don't use that. Some people do. I find it's too hard for me to digest, and I don't recommend it to my clients. But if you chose to, you just dry it out or toast it lightly in the oven. So look what's left. I'm going to pour it into my jar. I mean, really, that's it. And look how much you get. There you go. That's it. Really thick, creamy, wonderful, yummy, fresh. That's it. That easy. And as I said in my other video, it's so simple. No, I'm not saying that again. Here you go. To your health, coconut milk, homemade by PaleoSimplified.